So this was Monday, June 20th, 2016, and hit a high of 123 degrees. Welcome to the summer in Palm Springs, California. Welcome back to Concrete Maintenance. Well, this was the first repair of the day. It was actually expected to hit 121 degrees, and it actually exceeded the expectations and hit 123 degrees on this day, which was today. I'm working on editing it. I don't know if I'll make it all the way, but I'll make it as far as I can through this series of videos. So I have 3 repairs to show you from this day. So this is one of 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one, fan motor sucked. Supposed to hit 121 degrees today. There we go. So I need a new fan capacitor, and the other option is to convert. Well, we need a new what do you call it? Dual capacitor. This one's got a dual cap on it, so you can change the dual cap. Modify it to a separate 5 microfarad capacitor. We also want to make sure our unit's getting cold. And of course, someone put the capacitor facing the other way. It'd be nice if they would have put it to where you can read the what microfarads it is, but okay, it is what it is. In hindsight, I think next time I'm up there, I'm just going to Sharpie 40 plus 5 to the left of the capacitor. Seems low on Freon, but it's hard to tell until it's been running for 5 minutes, so I'm going to need to pull it and change the capacitor. That fan motor you see over there, I'm going to be taking down to the air conditioning shop to locate the exact blade that I need for my systems. Most of my units are old janitorial units, and if I can get the correct blade, yeah, it's not very cold. So I'll bring it down there and see if they can match it up. Of course, it's got to run for like 5 minutes, but I need to change that capacitor, so that's the next story. Let's see how many amps we're pulling. Red wire here, 9.5 amps, that's good. So with a multimeter like this, when you're using the clamp on function to check amp draw, you always want to make sure you're only getting 1 wire within the jaws of the clamp. If you get more than that, it can actually mess up your meter and damage your meter, so you don't want to do that. Just 1 wire at a time. Whether the black wire, the red wire, the yellow start wire. Checking the fan wiring, ground wire, but just 1 wire at a time. Yeah, we're definitely low on Freon. Just 1 wire at a time, depending on what you're wanting to get a reading for. Okay. And I need to change that capacitor. So, see if I can find a leak on it as well. So you can see oil residue right around the traitor valve. It doesn't seem super low, just a little bit low. Alright. I'm going to charge it up and change the capacitor. Okay, I'll grab my Freon. Part of me wants to change this cap first, because it's basically a different size cap. Trace the conduit back right here. Discharge our capacitor. This one's a dual cap. And I have a new capacitor. Got my hat this morning. I'm supposed to hit 121 today, so I need to grab my hat and my Freon. Really me. Got an early morning call out on this one. Let's see, we got a 40/5. Okay. Here, so that's good. So we'll change that out. Here's our fan. And in the center we got the common. Here we got the hard start kit. And by itself we got the yellow start wire. That goes to Herm. And the common's all in the center. You can see the bulge on this capacitor. So I was getting ready to go. And this little short red wire is the whole reason why this one was put in upside down, but I'm going to put it so that the label is actually facing where you can actually read it. All my wire connections are nice and tight. And then the hard start kit. Got a new one right here. I'm in building maintenance, so we take a little bit different approach than other AC guys. Might not just run and replace the hard start kit or capacitors without testing them, but for me, you know, it's preventative maintenance sometimes. Okay, this little lead has an extra one. I like to put that on the common, since that would be the most likely place where you would want an extra lead. And the other side goes to the firm. Okay, and we're all set there. Now I can mount this where we can actually read it in the future. Definitely more comfortable, you know? And the only one I don't completely like is that red wire. I'm going to reposition it here. So it has a little more room. There we go. Now we can read it.
more functional. Once I hang my Hartford kit, hopefully I can hang it here where we can still read it, but also can get our cover on. So at least we can move it around as needed. Okay. Just the last piece to make sure nothing's touching where it's not supposed to be. All good there. Okay. Now we can fire it up, but I need my refrigerant anyway. So I'll grab my refrigerant. And I'll kind of show the microfarad reading on this. Common. We're not showing at all. And well, that one's just bad. Okay, we'll go get the Freon and get things back to normal. Okay, so I need to go inside and get my wet bulb reading, and then outside here I'll get my dry bulb reading. So I'll get the sock wet here, and that'll kind of reach temperature. Separate these two, and then I was going to test this for leaks. See if our refrigerant leak is here. And we'll test inside as well. I think it's right here, just in that. Yeah, you can see the oil residue there, so that's that. So now I just need to go inside and get a read in there. And I have a new Schrader valve. I should have brought my disposable gloves. I did not. Oh well. Anyway, we got a Schrader valve core removal tool and new Schrader valves and some nylog. So let's see if we can repair this one first. Oh, that's good. The other one reached temperature. It's in there tight already, so I'll loosen it. I think I'm just going to change that one. Okay. There's our Schrader core removal tool. Insert the plunger. Get it. I hate it when that happens. Okay. Undo it. This one is just not going to cooperate with me. So I'm just going to put it back in. Go from there. Okay. It's in. Okay. Actually seems to be okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, went and got my hat and got my indoor wet bulb temperature. Now we need our outdoor dry bulb, so I just need to change the probe here. And this is already in the shade, so that'll make that easy. Showing 92.9, 93 in the shade. So hit enter and that'll lock it in. Okay, now we got our calculated target superheat of 41.2. Okay, now put things up, get it going. Again, I wish I had brought my gloves, but anyway, I'm just crying over spilled milk, as they say, which is not necessarily a good term when you're talking about your body and safety, but anyway. Okay, so now we've got our probes here. I'm gonna hang this on right here. Here's our low side probe. We want these sitting vertical so that we get a measure from the side of the pipe, and as opposed to the bottom or the top, we get a better measure at the side. Pull my side cap off. Really tight. And I've got my low loss fittings here, so that'll make that part a bit safer. So I've got our high side and our low side. Make sure that we're off both. We are. Okay. I'll run my low side fitting. Look at our standing pressure. On the high side. Ooh. That's weird. Usually they'd be kind of balanced out. It's odd. Okay, and that's because nothing is engaged on my high side. Let's reposition this. There we go. That's better. I was gonna say, or I think I did start to say. Okay. Okay, now we want to purge our lines. Worst thing for an air conditioner is get air in the system. Turn to an acid, so we're just pushing out the air that was in the hose using the refrigerant. And now we'll do the same with hooking up our tank. We've got our target superheat based on the current temperatures, 40.1. It's still in the morning, so it's not too hot yet. Good. Drop to inside the lines. Okay, got my free end hooked up. Turn the tank on. And I'll lead the line here. Okay. And we'll go plug it in and charge it. Take a look and see where we're at. Okay, and our target superheat is 41.2. We're definitely low on Freon. Maybe a pound and a half. See, we're at 57. I'd like to see it more around 68. High side's low too, so add refrigerant. Cycle through. And our superheat is offline at the moment. So we're looking for 41.2. Of course, we're nowhere near there at the moment because we're low on refrigerant. Now it flashed nice and cold here, but on this side, it's still warm. Just kind of telling me that it's starting out with enough refrigerant, but then it's kind of starved as well. Again, I like to set these vertical. Alright, drink some water. Been a long day. I got another AC down. I'll get there after this one. Get this one going first. See where we're at. We're getting there. We're at 32. And now I'm going to hold off there because we're actually getting close to where we want our superheat. I'm actually liking where our pressures are as well. Yep, can't ask for much better than that. That is definitely within tolerance. Degree off. All that good. Yep, looks good to me. Okay. So now I'm going to recover what's left on my high side and go ahead and turn my tank off.
And on this one, because I had other units to charge in the near future, I should have just left the refrigerant in the high hose and gone on. I didn't really need to recover it into this unit, but I did, so I'm showing it. But our superheat was already just right, so I probably could have just left it right there. But it's still within tolerances even after recovering the refrigerant, so no big deal. But
okay. And now we want to recover that refrigerant into the deal, so we're going to open the high side and then open the low side, and we'll bring it on over and in. Our quick loss fitting is going to let us bring that refrigerant back over. And once our pressure is balanced here, or pretty close to it, then we can go ahead and turn it off. Okay. Go ahead and cap that high side. Okay. Seems our superheat went down a little bit. Okay, but we're still within tolerance, so.
Tolerance for superheat charging is plus or minus 5 degrees.
And I think it's because of what I recovered from the high side. It gave it a little, just a tiny bit more, but again, still really good. We're at our superheat, we're good to go. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance, over and out. Okay, so we're all fixed there. Actually fixed the leak that was on the Schrader valve. It wasn't real low, it was only maybe a pound. So, cool. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. It was that and the capacitor. We're good to go. Stay cool out there, you guys. Good old Palm Springs. Supposed to hit 121 today. I got one more unit to go fix now.
Yeah, so this day actually hit 123 and turned into 2 more units I had to go through. So 1, 2, 3, gonna make them into individuals videos. So if you guys want to check those out. The third one actually was a heater repair. Had a hydronic coil spring a leak, so lots of fun on that day. But 123 degrees is what it hit that day. That's the hottest day so far this year in 2016. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance, over and out. Who would have thought I'd be repairing a heater on a 123 degree day?